What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sergio Rosenyu. I am a amateur bodybuilder who just recently competed in my first ever pro qualifier with the IFBB, and today I thought it would be a good idea to just go through my competition and basically break it down and analyze it to see why I placed where I placed, which if you haven't watched my last video, I placed dead last. I came 7th out of 7 in my category, which was the men's light heavyweight open bodybuilding in Portugal, the pro qualifier, what's it called? The Mr. Big Evolution Pro Qualifier. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe and leave a comment down below with what more you'd like to see. And if you've not seen my last video, click this button here if you're on PC and you'll get to watch my latest video. But yeah, anyway, let's jump right into it. So in bodybuilding, the way bodybuilding is judged is you are judged on your muscularity, your condition, so how lean you are, proportions, and symmetry. And depending on how good you are at all 4 of these criteria, you'll be more likely to win than other guys who are lacking in maybe 1, 2, or even all of those criterias. So I'll take myself for example. So the thing I needed most here for this show was condition. Even though my muscularity, symmetry, and proportions are, pretty good, because my condition was lacking compared to the rest of them, I just slipped places basically. Say you're 10 out of 10 muscularity, 10 out of 10 symmetry, proportion, condition. The guy with the best of all 4 wins. And the way bodybuilding is judged, it's like golf, so the less points you have, the better your score. Essentially, the less flaws you have compared to the rest of the guys you're being compared to on stage. That being said, let's get on to the stage pictures. So, looking over here, I have all my stage pictures, including a couple comparisons here. I've made a few comparisons of myself with the other competitors just to show you why I placed where I placed. You'll see in a bit, it's pretty straightforward. So let's just go through my own pictures for now. My individual ones? No. First what we'll do, let's go through my individual routine, which is this video here. Let me full screen, yeah. So the quality isn't fantastic. I might just overlay the video with the original video, but yeah, from this video here, you can see I'm in pretty decent condition. My shape is really good, a good structure. Legs from the back are good flaring quads from the sides, side tricep, shoulders popping, triceps popping, really good. Then it cuts off right there. Let me now open my individual pictures. So here you can see, this is what I looked like on the day of the show. Front double bicep. This is taken from my individual routine. I never got to do my actual routine though, because obviously I ate shit. But just looking here, you can see I'm pretty balanced. Legs are nice and big. Big quads, nice and even through the adductors and the quads. Calves are proportioned. Waist is tiny. Arms are big. Lats could be bigger, but my back and my chest especially are actually one of my areas that I recognize that I need to improve, which I've been doing now in this off season. But anyway, moving on. Just a different angle, looking a bit funny. Front lat spread, I'd say it's one of my best. It really showcases my structure and my flow to my physique. Tiny waist going up to the lats, out to the bulging shoulders. Really emphasizing that X-frame from here to here. Moving on, side chest, pretty good. Shoulders, arms, chest is there. I got a good twist on there just to emphasize the width across the chest and shoulders. Now moving on to the back shots. Back shots are actually pretty decent. Like I said before, quads flaring out, not flaring, Jesus Christ. Adductors are visible, glutes are there. Back is good, could be better though. Like I said, it's one of my areas of improvement that I need to improve. I'm working on it. Arms are good, shoulders are good. Moving on. Again, I just need more thickness down the back and a lot more condition obviously, but I'll show you exactly why I came 7th. Side tricep, good. Most muscular, excellent. Amazing. Some striations on the quad. Nice. And I think from here, yeah, I go on to comparisons. So here I am number 7th, last. This guy right here is number 6. So he placed ahead of me. And I think just looking from this, you can tell exactly why. Just look at the separation he has in his quads compared to mine. They're a lot more detailed. A lot more detailed. Like for example, the cuts he has down his quads here, I don't have. Meaning he's probably a lot leaner than me, and he peaked better than I did. So his subcutaneous water, or the water that runs underneath the skin, has been depleted correctly, and so you get these details right here. Lats are pretty good. I feel like they pop out more than mine do. Arms, comparable, but you'll see as we go along, see how it's got these cuts here between the quad, the IT band, and his hamstring. Even on his shoulder and his arms, you can see the cuts and the separation are a lot deeper in his arms compared to mine, which ultimately is why I did not place ahead of him. And then here it's even more blatant, because if you look at his glutes and his hamstrings, he actually has lines in his glutes, whereas I do not. My rear end is my worst enemy. It's the last thing that comes in on me, and I really need to dig down to get this bit peeled. I've got them Latino genetics, the fat ass. Arms though, I'd say I'm, beating him there. Back, you could go either or. I think I'm wider. He obviously has more detailed because he is leaner. But yeah. Then moving on to the next guy, I think this is number 5. I think his name is Sergio as well. Unfortunately, I did not come out the number 1 Sergio. But I mean, it's the same thing as the other guy. Look at his quad compared to mine. Dry as fuck. Peeled. Even though, as you can see here, he has a pretty bad pec tear. The fact that he's just more conditioned than I am, gave him the edge. Even though, I mean, let me see if this, yeah, look at this. This is really bad. So even though he has this major pec tear, he still managed to edge me out, like I said, because he's just in better condition. And at the end of the day, you need to be in condition to show what you've got. And if you are not in condition, then, well, you can be the biggest guy there, but if you can't showcase what you have underneath all that fat and all that water underneath the skin, then, what are you doing? And again, lines in the glutes, hamstrings. You can see a lot more, well, he has veins, I don't. But it could just be a peaking problem. I definitely could have been leaner, but we know that for next time. Moving on then, so this is the winner of my class, and he also turned out to win the overall, so he won his pro card, which is not surprising. Look at the guy, he's fucking massive. His arms, for one, are huge, like balloons. His quads, even with the way he's like standing, like a bit more compact, I guess, in the way he's sitting, with his legs, like his knees really far out. His adductors are still touching. He's got a lot more sweep on his legs than I do. More conditioned, obviously. Everyone did. Waist is tiny. Lats, maybe, comparable? Nah, probably not. But yeah, you can see why he won. He's just dense. Really big. Even in the shoulder, like you can see it's so much bigger and then his rear delt really gives his shoulders like a really round look, whereas mine are missing some of that size to give that really round look. His chest, way thicker than mine. He's got them black genetics. Really bubbly muscle. His quads, you know, you can see right there. His back. Now, I don't know, I got this straight from the NPC Worldwide website. I don't know if this is him opening up all the way, or if this is just like him in between, or like in the middle of hitting his back double bicep. But regardless, massive shoulders. Now for some reason his adductors don't touch here, whereas mine do. But you can tell he's sitting a lot more down, with his knees way more out than mine. So that's probably why. He's also pinching his glutes in the way and tilting his hips like in, whereas I'm kind of more neutral, which brings out the adductors more, which probably explains why his are missing. But in the way he's doing it, it brings out the glute lines a lot more than the way I do it. But, you know, it's just personal preference, whatever looks best on you. And then most muscular, he is the most muscular. Yeah, I mean, you can see for yourself. And now I'll move on to the stage pictures. So this was just as we all came in, I put myself in the center stage. Well, I didn't put myself, it was just in numerical order. I started off here, and then slowly as they did more comparisons, or you know, we went through the mandatories, they slowly moved me out, which is, you know, deserved. But yeah, you can see here compared to all the other guys, my upper body, I mean, look at this, what the fuck. My upper body is just not as dense and muscular as the rest of them. Legs, you know, could always be bigger, but you know, I'm proportioned for, you know, if you just look at me. But then compared to everyone else, I'm just lacking a lot more muscle. And then over here, my participation medal, you can see for yourself why I lost. I'm just not dry, but yeah. And it's at this point, as I'm doing the mandatories, that I can see the judges are not looking at me anymore. And I think at that point, they must have all had me 7th. I don't have the score sheets or anything to say that for sure, but you know, I was there. They stopped looking at me. So, but yeah, that's been me. Like I said, it was just a quick video explaining, you know, how bodybuilding is judged, why I placed where I did, and then I spoke through the video explaining why or where it is I need to improve in my physique, so that next time I can place a bit better. So it's building up my upper shelf, so chest and back, and number one is condition as well. So the goal for this off season is to build up those 2 body parts while maintaining a good level of condition, so that next time I prep, which will be around this time next year, I'm giving myself a year to build up. So this time next year I should be decent condition, so that when I start prep, I'm already in a good spot, and so when it comes time to compete, I'll be in even better shape than over here. But yeah, that's the goal. Working towards that right now. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Sergio Senyu. Please consider subscribing, and I am out.